What's going on, everyone? It's your favorite host and jealous hater, Apoc, and welcome back to the channel. And here we are with Cold Tea, go figure. Anyways, today we're just going to quickly break down a comment that sort of came my way. And it's based around someone who originally didn't really support me when it came to my kkandbabyj content, but I actually did end up convincing them about Karen and Kwa. They actually agreed with me. This person, I actually revoked their commenting privileges because they just spewed this nonsense and this narrative about me, which is just insane. And I haven't seen them for a while, but they're trying to spread it to other people to not deal with me because I made that tweet, or just because I hate Karen and Kwa and just other stuff. But anyways, let's just get to this comment and see what this person has to say. You seem like a pretty decent and smart young woman. By the way, this comment was to another creator.
I thought they were calling you a smart young woman.
I could be.
You are a smart young woman.
I can dig it. My humble advice, stay away from this Apoc dude. He simply hates Karen and Kwa, but happily accepts the money that comes from criticizing them. Yes, I will happily accept the money because I put in the work, but I don't hate Karen and Kwa. I don't hate Karen and Kwa at all. Do I hate some of the things they say and do? Sure. But to actually hate someone takes a lot of energy.
If we're taking this sentence as face value, as if this were true, as if you really did have hate in your heart, which I assume is not true. I'm sure you don't spend most of your day thinking, oh, I wonder what Karen and Kwa are doing. Those assholes. I don't think that you do that.
Bro, I'm the last person to know what they're even doing. Everyone else tells me.
If we're even taking this sentence as face value, saying, oh, well, he hates Karen and Kwa so much, but, and the but is very important here, he has no problem profiting off of making videos on them. Well, those two things are congruent. They say but like it's a contradictory statement, like you're being a hypocrite, which is not the case.
No, not at all.
If this person is accurate, you dislike Karen and Kwa, so then you make money making videos snarking or critiquing or criticizing, pointing out, calling out, whatever you want to call it, things about Karen and Kwa that are negative that they do. That's consistent. That's not like a gotcha moment.
No,
I don't get it. It's not a gotcha moment.
I get what you're saying. No, it's not. Yes, I collect the money and I happily will take it, but they're not hate videos. Show me where I said I hate Karen and Kwa. I've said it time and time again that I don't hate them. Do I despise them? Sure. But that's based from their actions and being selfish and greedy and spending so much money to put them in debt and not putting money away for their children. Even though they say they do, they don't. I don't hate them. I just dislike their actions and behavior. And Karen is a known stalker. Why would I like that?
She weaponizes her audience against people. We've talked about this before. I'm sure that most people watching this know the situation. Somebody left her a mean comment on her Instagram or whatever it was, and she weaponized her following against this person to the point where they had to delete Instagram and basically just go offline completely because listen, I have strong feelings towards certain people. Would I say that I hate them? No, because if I'm anything in this world, I'm a hater and a drama queen. Those two don't always coincide with each other. They don't always happen at the same time. But with Karen, I am a hater and I am a drama queen. So anything bad that she does, I feel like I'm justified in saying that I don't like what she does because I dislike Karen. But do I hate her? No. In my day-to-day, unless I'm doing a video with you or, I see something that pops up that maybe I would want to talk about or just keep in the back of my mind for future, that's really the only time I think about her. I feel like a lot of people, especially this commenter, they're very much overestimating how much content creators, commentators think about the people that they commentate on. Does that make sense?
No, yeah. Well, I mean, totally, because they have this parasocial relationship with these people. You know what I mean? Obviously, this is a vlogoon who loves Karen and Kwa, right? Okay, fine. But they get themselves all emotional and stuff and attach themselves and have this one-sided connection to the vloggers, to Karen and Kwa. And I literally have no connection or emotional connection. The only thing that maybe sometimes I might get is talking about the stuff that they do to their children, like, you know, exploit them, and then on top of that, like, manipulating their audience, you know, manipulating other people or trying to scam their audience, because that does piss me off. You should appreciate and care for the community that gave you everything and not feel like you're the reason why you have what you have, when in all reality it is only because of YouTube and your audience that you have any of those things. This person is obviously attached to Karen and Qual, and that's the difference between me and them, is that I don't have any emotional attachments, but they do, which that means what? That there's going to be a bias involved.
Also, I love how they said this Apoc dude, as if they didn't know exactly who you were, as if you were some like mysterious figure. It's not like the biggest point of contention I have with this comment so far, but I don't know. I always love to look at how people say things, because this person is acting like that you're either a very mysterious and like enigmatic figure that they're not really sure about, or they know so little about you, probably to the point where they shouldn't be making this comment of who you are and what you stand for, which based on this comment, I think they're wrong about. But it's kind of a way to like down you, as if like, oh, this Apoc dude, like he's nothing, blah, blah, blah. Like, I hate when people do that. If you're making this whole comment about him, you obviously know who he is and you obviously have an opinion. I just hate when people do that. Like, just say what you mean. Just say what you mean.
They know who I am. They know who I am.
They know
I know
who
exactly
you
who they are. Yeah. No, like I said, this person, there could be a reason why this person is commenting to someone else, not me, is because I took away their commenting privileges. They're not allowed to comment on my channel more. And I don't do that. Like, I don't usually do that, but when people spew just the same thing over and over again, I get sick and tired of it, and I'll give them like 10 chances to shut up and maybe have an actual like rational conversation, but they don't do it and they spew garbage like this. So
because those people don't want to have a conversation. That's the thing. They don't want to have a conversation. They just want to defend their fave. Like, they just want to stand their fave and just say you're wrong because of whatever reason. They don't want to have a conversation. They don't want to have their views challenged. You know, I have run across things in my time on YouTube where I'm like, this is going against something that I have opinions about and that I like, but I'm going to watch it because I want to be challenged. Do I go on those videos, even if I disagree with the video, and go, oh my God, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you're a POS, like you're blah, 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 blah. No, I don't do that. The people that do that, I could say something very mean right now, but all I'll say is, no, I can't.
I'm encouraging it.
You're such a bad influence. The people that do that just want to, in some way, validate their own opinion by arguing with you. If you want to argue, sweetie, I'm here all day. Let's argue. I'll argue with anyone about anything at any time. I don't care. But when they go on to your videos and then they do this consistently about kkandbabyj, well, it's obvious that they're a fan.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's not like they're going to change your mind about it.
No, you can try, but it's not going to happen. That's not also because I'm not willing to change my opinion, but I'm like really convinced that Karen and Qual are not good people.
Yeah, and I think about Karen and Qual and a lot of other people on YouTube. You know, some people can say, oh, the money changed them, the fame changed them, blah, blah, blah. There have also been a lot of people on YouTube that have a lot of monetary success and they've stayed consistent. They don't go and show off. They don't do vlogs about, you know, buying all these fancy cars and, you know, all these houses and blah, blah, blah. They don't do all of that stuff because fundamentally who they are as a person is a humble and down to earth person. That's why I don't really, I can understand when somebody says, oh, well, I don't like Karen and Qual because the money changed them. The money didn't change them. This is just who they've always been.
Yep.
Me personally, if I came into a large amount of money, I wouldn't go out and buy a mansion. I wouldn't live above my means. I feel the same thing for you, that you wouldn't do that either, right?
They'll say that we're jealous, but I don't want anything to do with like what they have. You know, I don't want fast cars. I don't want a vacation home. I don't want any of that. I want a farm. Me and my wife, we're planning on getting our own home, like a solid home, but we don't even know if we want it to be like an actual like home or a manufactured home or a home made out of shipping containers. Like, we're still deciding on like what we want, but all that stuff is like minimalist. Like, we don't want big houses. Like, to be honest, we want more of a bigger place for our animals to lay their heads than what we want for ourselves. I want a bigger yard than I have a bigger home. You know, I want a farm. I don't want a beach in the backyard.
This whole thing, like, and this can be applied to many other people. I'm sure that people in the comments or people that are reading this can like give other examples and think, oh yeah, they did, you know, show all this stuff off. And I personally, if I got a big paycheck from YouTube, I wouldn't be out here buying like name brand stuff. You know, I feel like everybody deserves to splurge and have like a luxury item every once in a while if they want it. But
Right.
when you are buying things that you truly can't afford, like kkandbabyj, when you are selling a lifestyle that you don't truly own, like kkandbabyj, I don't know how anybody defends that at all.
There's just the whole everyone makes mistakes, everyone's not perfect. It's like, bro, they deliberately did these things. They deliberately chose to put their financials on the back burner and decide to go, let's spend and splurge on whatever we have. Like, we're supposed to return the Audi R8 to pay off their back taxes. They owed like almost $200,000 in back taxes. That's insane. And they were returning the Audi R8, which is a $200,000 car, in order to do that, in order to pay back those things. They say all this in the podcast. It's literally there for everyone to watch. Instead of being responsible with their money for one time, this is also after they're told by their accountant that buying the house, buying the GTR, buying the Audi R8, buying those other Porsches was a horrible idea because it screwed them over financially. Instead of returning the Audi R8 and paying off their debts, Karen wanted another car. And so what happens? They return the Audi R8, buy a roughly $60,000 vehicle, and use the rest of the money a couple months later to buy a $120,000 boat. That is literally all the $200,000. They decided to buy even more that they didn't need, that ended up putting them in a harder debt situation.
In this moment, there is no doubt in my mind that there is no college fund for the kids. There is no savings. I mean, they've got, I mean, God, how many kids now? Four.
They got
Four kids now. And this is like a thing with family vloggers, is they say like, oh, well, this money is going towards the kids' futures. Then why do they owe back taxes? Why are they taking out PPP loans that they don't truly need if they have all of these savings? Why are they spending $5,000 a month on Gucci that doesn't even matter, that is going to get holes in it and not be like long term? Like, it just... Why are they buying these cars only to return them? I mean, the list goes on, and it makes me so angry because so many people watch these vlogs and like kind of live vicariously through them, through this parasocial relationship, and they know what they're doing. They 100% know what they're doing.
Yep.
And it irritates me so bad when these new money kind of people, when these are just regular people that come into a lot of money, they spend it so poorly because they could do so much with it. It like pains me to see anybody just pissing this money away, because if I, or if anybody that like I personally know would have the privilege of having all of this money, it wouldn't go to waste like how these family vloggers make it seem.
I've said the same thing with my wife, is that like, yo, if we had this kind of money, like we could do so much with it, so much like good for just our lives in general. But Karen and Qual didn't do that. They literally wasted away so much money because they needed all this flashy shit. You were right when you said they didn't change. They just, you know, showed who they truly were, and it just took the money in order to bring that person out. Because you guys got to remember that ever since high school, the lake house, the boats, the jet skis, the flashy cars was all their dreams from high school. So they already wanted all of this stuff, but all of this stuff costs a lot of money. A lot of it is materialism. They've always been greedy and materialistic. They just didn't have it. Now that they have money to get it, they grab it. So yes, they've always been this way. It just took the money in order to get it. The reason why you don't see Karen 6 years ago driving on a $120,000 boat is because she didn't have one. Everybody makes mistakes, but KK and Baby J are good people. Nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. Again, not when they're deliberate.
Are they good people, or do you just like them?
I'm actually a good person. I'm not a person, but you're just judging that I'm a bad person because I said something bad about Karen and Qual, because you think that I hate them.
Do we give people enough information to really judge if we are good people or not? Because truthfully, The only thing that people really have to go on for us, unless they know like more information than we've put out on our YouTube channel, do they have enough information to say if we are a good person or not? Or is it just, are we talking negatively and critiquing somebody that they very much like and very much feel connected to? That's kind of my issue. Is this coming from somebody that has an informed opinion, which I've said a million times? Even if your opinion disagrees with my opinion, and rationalize it. If you can give me examples of how I'm wrong or why you feel this way based on evidence, I can respect that. I can disagree with it, but I can still respect it, and I will pay you those respects. The people that comment stuff like this, I don't feel like they have enough information to make an informed opinion to write something like this.
They don't. They just are mad I call like Karen an asshat or something, and then they automatically think that I hate them because maybe I criticize Karen Aqua or okbaby like a lot. They just automatically assume that I'm an obsessive, hateful person, but in all reality, I'm just calling out bad behavior because I don't nitpick. I'm not nitpicking anything. I'm calling out actual real issues that need to be brought up because there's not a lot of people bringing these issues up. And so I have taken upon myself to do so. And yes, it's a lot, but I don't care. I have a lot to say. I'm not going to stop just because I hurt someone's feelings.
I have so many thoughts. I'm getting so annoyed. But like, I feel like there's not enough, like, at least from what I've seen of your channel, there's not enough of your personal life in it for somebody to make a judgment if you are a wholly good or wholly bad person, enough to make this comment. But I feel like Karen and Qua or Oscar and Kira have put out enough content and enough of their own personal lives of them going through situations and handling them poorly for us to say they did this wrong and they should have done this.
You know, they have this whole nobody's perfect and people make mistakes mentality, but it's only for Karen and Qua. It's never for me. I mean, like, just what if this is my mistake? What if I'm making a mistake? I mean, I'm only human too, right? I'm not perfect. How come that doesn't apply to me? I could be making a mistake, right? I mean, I'm not, but still.
And I know I sound like super bitter right now. I feel like
You bitter queen.
I'm such a bitter queen. I'm gonna change my name to Bitter Tea Queen. No sugar in it at all. Like, no sugar. But like the people that comment on this kind of stuff, you know, you and I mainly get positive comments of our commentary. Which I'm not discounting at all. I don't want anybody to think that you or I like don't appreciate our positive comments. We very much do. But you know, as commentary channels, we're kind of like, oh, somebody commented some bullshit on our video.
The first thing I do, I'm like, of course, you know, we appreciate the supporters and the
I heart every comment.
You bet your ass though. I see comments like these, the negative comments, the hate. See, that's the thing too, is other people like Karen and Qua or DCP or whoever will call comments like this hate. I don't call it hate. I think that's stupid, even though it technically, you know, falls under the category of hate comments or hateful rhetoric, whatever. It fits the bill, even though it does. I don't like actually call that. I think it's kind of cringe. I just, you know, I call it, you know, clown behavior, goon behavior, or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't even refer to it as hate because I don't know. I just always
they don't know enough about us to hate us. I feel like hate is a very, I don't want to sound cliche, but I feel like hate is a very strong word. And as somebody that has been like criticizing internet celebrities or, you know, influencers for a long time, do I hate these people? No. In fact, I hope for them to be better. That's where the majority of my motivation for commenting on them comes from, is that I want them to be better. I want them to do better. I want them to stop the behavior that is unacceptable and inappropriate. I mean, I even said it in the last comment video that we did where I was like, I hope DCP takes true accountability. I would love to see it. I'm not just here shitting on him. I want them to form better thoughts about certain things. And again, I can disagree with those thoughts, but if you have something to back it up, I can respect that, even if I disagree with that. That's just the person that I am. But these people only want shit on things that they don't like.
Right.
Which in turn, it's really funny how they comment stuff on our videos because they're like, oh my gosh, you're just shitting on her because you're jealous. You're just like hating on them because they're successful and you're a jealous hater. And it's, oh my God.
I know. I literally memed the whole jealous hater thing.
I know,
Living in
and you
good.
do it so well. You do
Yeah.
it so well.
Yeah, I'm just jealous, man. That's all I can say.
You're a jealous hater, man.
Just jealous of these people. These people are only, put themselves into financial debt and they're being sued actively. But, I'm jealous. Do you really want to be the type of channel that lives only in resentment and hate towards others' good fortune? So no one here is resentful of what Karen and Qual have, because there's a good chance that they could lose it one day. And that's not even hoping for. I mean, sure, they deserve to get humbled. But again, we don't hate these people. There's no resentment going on. It's funny, this person's saying that while also they had to get blocked because they were spewing this nonsense, but now are going behind my back to comment on other channels to try to convince other creators to not deal with me. That seems a little resentful to me.
It's a real bold move calling this good fortune. They could have selected their words better to probably more accurately represent what they were saying, but they didn't. So I'm going off of what they said. This is a good fortune. They didn't just like happen into this. They very systematically followed trends, which is why we see family vlogging kind of falling out of a trend now. And a lot of people are coming out against family vloggers, or they're just not that interested anymore.
Mixture of both.
There are a lot of scandals. There are a lot of really negative events that people don't like. There's a lot of clickbaited, very serious issues that people take issue with. It's not like these people just like won the lottery or something. In some ways, you could probably say that they won the lottery, that they just got lucky with the algorithm, which is really weird because Karen and Qual only got popular because okbaby was getting popular, and Karen and Kira were friends, and Kira promoted their channel, and then they grew.
Right.
And I know this for a fact because I used to watch them. When I was in college in 2016, I used to watch Kira and Oscar. And they were always promoting and like traveling to go see Karen and Qual. And I never really much liked Karen and Qual because something about them just seemed off. It just seemed not right. And now years later, where I'm seeing all of the stuff that they've done, I'm like, well, I was right. I had just a gut feeling that I didn't like them. And I kept tabs and I, kept up with them every once in a while, but I was by no means like an avid watcher of them.
But you were a stan, don't lie.
Oh my God, I was a stan. I was totally defending Karen out here on YouTube Mama Drama, which she like had a super issue with. If you know her like beef with YouTube Mama Drama, she hates that site. So this was on another creator's channel trying to spread this message about you personally, but yet they excuse and like
false narratives and rhetoric about me.
False narratives, manipulation. It's just, and the manipulation is like not a huge scale, but I still am going to comment on it when I see it in a comment like this. Yeah, is this going to influence a lot of people? Probably not, but that doesn't make it not fair game,
Yeah, that dude has been around forever, and he has a hard time growing his channel because of all the negativity around it. No, not really. I mean, we can take DCP as an example here. I mean, his channel is surrounded with nothing but negativity. In fact, probably like definitive channel for negativity, where he degrades and belittles women. But I think a major factor, with me being on the platform, I haven't been around forever. I haven't even been around like 3 years yet. I think I've been around for like 2.5, maybe a little over 2.5. But when I first started my channel, it wasn't even based around family vlogging or anything. I didn't do that for like 6 months after I started my channel. And then I also put a lot of gameplay in my channel for a lot of my videos. And the anti-family vlog community is based around a lot of women, and women don't like watching some Chad chop off someone's head in a video game while talking about mommy vloggers. They just don't like that. You know what I mean? They don't. Also, one big thing that also, have giving you some tips about or advice is to be more consistent. I didn't even start being consistent until like late 2021, so inconsistency and gameplay, is what slowed my channel down. But since I stopped that and I'm being more on camera and I'm not really doing the gameplay stuff anymore, my channel's actually grown a lot. And I've actually made almost as much income as I made from 2021 in the last 4 months of this year.
I don't know what this person considers being online forever or having a channel he's been there forever. I wouldn't consider like approximately 3 years as forever. Also, like you said, if we're comparing it to like Dad Challenge podcast, well, he's been online for years and years and years and has only, what is it, like 6 years or 8 years?
The dude's been on for 8 years, and it took him
8 years.
6.5 out of those 8 years to even blow up.
Exactly. So like if, is this person saying the same thing about Dad Challenge podcast? Just like a comparison of like being online for a year and a half and then only like picking up, but he's been online trying all these different ventures, and then comparing that to somebody like you. I feel like it's a little bit disingenuous to saying that you've been online forever and you've been trying to grow your channel, but it's not been growing because of all your negativity. That doesn't really make sense to me. That doesn't really track, because usually in the commentary circle, people want others' opinions. They don't just want somebody that's shitting on other people. Now, are there some certain people out there that literally just watch people, i.e. Dad Challenge podcast, just to listen to a man in his basement tear apart women? There are for sure people out there, but that doesn't really apply to you, I feel like, because you've supported the things that you say with evidence. You were the one to really speak out against Karen's infertility issues and the inconsistencies with that.
The only one. The
only one. Everybody else is scared to touch it.
That's what I'm saying. And there's people out hiding in their own Discord servers thinking that they're doing something with their title of being a top commenter, but that doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? That doesn't do anything. That doesn't spread the message or anything like that. Those same people do believe Karen faked her miscarriages and faked her infertility, but they're not spreading the word. They're hiding in a server, or they're staying on a gossip site. I am actually out here trying to convince other people that it is true, or make other people that didn't even know aware.
Right. And even Akira literally said that your videos on Karen specifically are very factual. Somebody that was good friends with her for years and years, even she says that they're factual. So it's not like you have no basis to say these things and that this is all just hogwash and that you're putting together pieces that don't fit. Like, these are obviously, even Kira from okbaby, like a very prominent family channel, admits that you're right. You are right. She literally said, Apoc, you're right.
She doesn't want to watch my videos on her because she doesn't want to know the truth. That's just what it comes down to.
I understand it, but I can't relate because I'm a nosy bitch and I would 100% watch anything anybody put out about me. But like, I understand because of Kira's like psyche, how she probably doesn't want to watch the things that you put about her, because if she knows that you're being factual about other people that she knows personally, that you're probably factual and right about her.
Well, she also said she likes my channel, so maybe she, just like she likes, Ethan Klein from H3H3. She said she didn't watch that video, and she's a big fan of his. So maybe she didn't watch that video because it's her favorite YouTuber bashing her, and maybe that's why she didn't want to watch my videos. Aside from the truth, is because I'm not saying I'm my favorite YouTuber, but what I'm saying is she admitted that she likes my channel and that I'm factual. Maybe she just didn't want to watch one of her favorite channels, or a channel that she likes at least, to comment on her and her situation, because for one, like I said, she didn't want to know the truth, but she also doesn't want somebody she likes to, shit on them.
I'm still waiting for you to get invited on the podcast. I know BTS is on a hiatus right now for
bro. I'll be the co-host for an episode.
But I would love to see you on there. I think it would be, I would love to see it. I would love to see it.
I know. I tried. She just left me on red, bro.
These family vloggers, man.
The Dad Challenge podcast has a similar as yours, but he does way much better because there isn't this obscure obsession towards a particular family channel like there definitely is in that Apoc's channel. First of all, grammar.
Are you kidding me? Are you telling me that this person has not seen a singular ad nauseum video that Josh has made about jesssfam? Are you kidding me right now?
jesssfam, okbaby. Did this person miss the like 8 seasons of Micah? What are they talking about?
See, these, I really don't want to be mean to this person, but these kind of comments, I'm like, are you stupid? Like, have you even it's just so wrong. I don't even know what to say about it except that it's just wrong. Like, this person saying the Dad Challenge podcast doesn't harp on one person. Duh. Obviously he does. It's jesssfam. He's got a huge, massive, like I've said before, a huge, massive problem with jesssfam.
Well, recently he's been hammering Maya Knight. You know what I mean? And regardless of whatever, that's still what he's doing. He's been harping on Maya Knight. He's done the jesssfam, Suckins Mama, okbaby, and Micah. Like, he's done a lot of videos on the same people. So what are you talking about? This person like literally said that with their full chest.
I don't know what content on YouTube this person is watching. I literally don't, because it's so, oh God, it's like, Josh is not coy about his disdain for jesssfam either. It's not like he's trying to hide this. He is very brazen in his dislike, or what he calls dislike, for jesssfam. I have my own opinions about what he thinks about jesssfam, but like, what is this person watching? Are they even watching the videos? I don't get it. I literally don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. It's nonsensical. I don't get it. I don't get it. That's all I have to say, is that this doesn't make sense.
He simply viscerates kkandbabyj at every opportunity. It's very disturbing. It's not really that deep, man. I do it for money. Like, do I need to put it on a shirt, or have some other merch? That should I put up a sign behind me with dollar signs? I don't get how they don't understand this fact. I literally say it in my videos. I call myself a greedy. I ran away as quickly as I could when I realized how mental he was. The fact that, on top of everything, he was a pro-Russian asset clown who cheated his way into the White House a few years ago sealed the deal for me. For one, I never have expressed my support for anyone on my channel. I'm not political whatsoever. But again, what this person is referring to was me tweeting out something on Twitter where protesters, because there were people who are actual protesters, and then there were bad apples within those protesters who used the situations to either hurt people or to steal. And in this video, people are bashing in windows, they're breaking mirrors while people are in a car, they're just trying to go and they're not letting them, so they sped off and ran over someone. I shared that tweet, and all of a sudden I'm a pro-Russian asset bot, or whatever they said, even though, you know, I've shared the Ukrainian aid on my channel for people to donate to. I don't know why they think I'm pro-Russian or whatever, or a Trumper. Again, I've never expressed myself in that way, and nor will I ever. I've made my channel the way I made it. I didn't make it about politics, and nor do I want to talk about politics.
Politics are obviously a very touchy subject that a lot of people have a lot of very big disagreements on. From what I've seen from you, you have not expressed any explicit political opinions, and I feel like it's disingenuous of this person to say that they have seen these things from you. In my opinion, it sounds like they're kind of trying to find a reason to dislike you, and they will reach for the stars in order to say, oh, well, he tweeted this one thing, therefore it means that he must support X, Y, and Z, which is disingenuous. Like, that's not what's happening. But to anybody that reads this comment and has not personally seen you not do that, because it's very hard to like prove a negative. That's why like burden of proof exists in court, of you have to prove that something did happen rather than it didn't happen if you're the one accusing somebody of something. In the sphere of the public opinion of online, it's very different. So I don't see what they're seeing. I follow your Twitter, and I haven't seen anything that says that you are pro-Russia, especially with the war that's been going on between Russia and Ukraine, that has obviously had a massive amount of support for Ukraine and a massive amount of anti-Russia. I don't know what else to call it, but like just anything that Putin is doing. Like, I just don't see that. You know, maybe I'm missing something from you.
Maybe they should go over to the DCPs Twitter. You know, the guy who doesn't do any of the things they say.
He's the one that's in these convoys against all these mandates and everything, like, you know, and then had to subsequently delete them because of all the hate that he was getting.
Has he spoken up for? As far as I've seen, he hasn't spoken out for Ukraine. I don't know.
And for the record, right now, you and I both support Ukraine, right?
Yeah. 100%.
Just for anybody watching that has any sort of opinion that neither of us do, we are both very supportive of Ukraine. This is not an easy situation to be in, and I just personally feel like it's a little cheap, and it's really harmful for somebody to use this very serious humanitarian conflict that's going on to on you.
Anyways, all you jealous haters, that's about it. Well, let us know what you guys think down below. Thank Cold Tea for being here yet again.
And I appreciate every nice comment that was received towards us. I think that your audience very much likes us together. Just how they like, you know, you and your wife bouncing off of each other. I think these conversational aspects people receive positively, and I'm thankful for that, because I sometimes need somebody to keep me in check, and you do that.
Yeah, I do that. I'll do it to my own community, and my community will do it to me too. But anyways, go subscribe to her channel, link down below. Go like her videos, go watch her. She's cool sometimes, but we'll see you guys later.
Just sometimes. Thanks, guys.
Bye.